See, I didn't even want to put my hair up today. I said I'm just going to keep it wild and put these headphones in, and low-key it's covering them if I don't turn to the left or the right too hard. At first this was boring. I was petrified that somebody would be crowned and we wouldn't know why. Oh, but then at the end when it came down to it, low-key James Ross exposed this. Y'all, I was here for the finale, I was here for the song, and that runway was the tea. Now, this is going to be a quick run through of this episode because honestly, not a lot happened, but there is that runway that I was so here for. I love that they brought everybody back to do that last little bit. Let's get into this final review for All Stars 5, the grand finale. Cue my music. Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe to the channel. We love to have you here, a part of the Rant Pack family, and I appreciate all of those who have shown their support, whether it's through donating or just liking the video and leaving a comment. So I appreciate y'all for being here. I am giving you mesh tees today because it's low-key hot, and I want to be able to get through this review without looking at a pit stay. Now, if you want to follow me on my other social media links, please and thank you. That is at MattyRants on both Instagram and Facebook, and at the MattyRants on Twitter. Okay? And then if you want to donate to the channel, please and thank you. That's Cash App, $MattyRants, Venmo, Matty-Rants, and PayPal.me/MattyRants. You can see I'm trying to get to this review, right? Now, All Stars 5. Listen, let's be real here. This was a tough season. They didn't give it a lot of... I would say they forgot to put the condiments on the sandwich here, and it was a little dry for the taste. There was a couple moments of oohs and ahs, only at Mattress Giant. That's a reference for those of you who saw that commercial. But in reality, we all were sitting there just feeling a little... We wanted more. We got a taste of something, and we just felt like it wasn't full. Now, some people don't agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. It's okay. It's okay. But the majority of us were like, no, not this season. Ooh, and it just seemed like stuff was happening and tuckery was afoot. Tonight, I think they chose the right winner. I would have been good with either of them, to be honest with you. All three. I'd have been fine with in some sort of regards, but the one who I wanted to win won. Let's go ahead and get into this review. The top three return into the workroom, and they are so happy to be there because they weren't eliminated like Blair was. And Juju knows her name was in that box, and honey, that's what happened. It was all Blair and one Juju. There is this weird pillow fight and a low-key a titty cutlet fight that took place in slow motion as they're excited to go into this final round of the competition. The next day, before the queens enter the workroom, the eliminated queens return to go behind glory hole box. It was really the puppet box tease, but honestly, it's like, what's going on here, mama? Now, Shay, Juju B, and Miss Cracker come in and do their best acting for this wall, thinking that possibly there's something special behind it. As Juju B put it, it'd be possibly something you would need to take a pink pill and a shot. I said, damn, Juju, that was specific. I said that was specific. Oh my God, the eliminated queens. But oh my God, the eliminated queens return back into the competition after hearing a little bit of, I guess, shady conversation taking place. And Rupaul then shows up to tell them that the reason why they're here is to help them with their final performance in the Maxi Challenge, as well as to find a resolution between past arguments or things that weren't resolved. Girl, y'all wanted to fill in 10 minutes of this show. Just say you did. Just say it. We're trying to fill in 10 minutes. That's all this is, everybody. 10 minutes. That's all they're here for. 10 minutes. Maxi Challenge this week has the queens creating their own lyrics to RuPaul's song Clap Back, where they'll have to do some choreography and some intricate moves with choreographer Todrick Hall. Let's get to, I guess, what was resolved. Derrick Barry, India, that was first. Derrick wanted an apology. India kind of gave it. Derrick kind of accepted it. They're kind of okay again. I wanted more with that situation because that first episode was a rock, paper, scissors, I'm a read, bitch. And we didn't get all that. I got Derrick saying, well, all I really wanted was an apology. Is that really it, Derrick? Because what about Nebraska and everybody else that was involved in this tweet that, we had to make everybody aware of? I think there's a little bit more than that. So, but it was cute. Thank you for apologizing. Ongina then explains why she eliminated herself. Mariah says, that's cute and all, but I'm still pissed off because low-key Mayhem, you did the same thing the following week, bitch, and we were both in the bottom of the week. I had to go home and honey, we could have just traded places. And high-key, low-key, all-key, I think we all agreed with that same statement because a lot of us didn't want Mariah to leave the competition so soon. I said a lot of us. I didn't say all of us. I said a lot of us. But I agree. Now, Mayhem gave her reasonings for whatever had happened, but honestly, y'all, we didn't give a fuck about any of this. Fuck all that. Didn't care. Alexis, it's time for you to speak up, baby, because you have been dragged for quite a couple of weeks over this situation here for something that happened a year ago that y'all may have resolved, but possibly not. Here's how this broke down. Now, Alexis put it all on the table. She dropped the full speech. Now, let's get this out the way because Mayhem's here, Mariah's here, we're all here. So let's talk about it, okay? Alexis, I don't have to redo this all over again. Alexis basically states what happened and that India said that she was campaigning, that Alexis and Mayhem were campaigning to get Shay out the competition. Mayhem was like, what are you talking about? Girl, you asked me who I voted for and I answered that question. I never said anything about voting Shay out and we're all in this together. As Mayhem went to everybody, did I talk to you? Did I talk to you? Now, Mayhem is now confirmed there was no campaign. Alexis has now confirmed there was no campaign. Mariah was even sitting there like, girl, what are you talking about? Everybody was confused. India's over there doing these half-ass, well, no, girl, that's what happened. Well, maybe I misunderstood. You know what? You know who else misunderstood? Everybody who's reading the piss boots out of Alexis. I don't trust her. You know she's shady. You know this and that. Guess what just happened? You were proven wrong. I told you. I try to tell you. I try to help you out. I just don't believe her. Isn't it interesting how someone's opinion of someone else can be so skewed by their dislike for the individual that they can't even hear the truth when it's being told to them? Y'all owe Alexis an apology. That would be at Alexis Mateo 79 on Twitter. You owe her an apology. I'm just going to tell you, I knew it was bull and I saw the shit. You didn't want to go there for it. You was trying to believe old rubber titties India. And look now. So next time, let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's think about this whole storyline before we just decide if someone's right or wrong. And if you feel like I'm very much pointing in your direction, girl, guess what? The arrow hits the spot. GPS location, 100% accuracy. But now that I'm off of that, and we all know that Alexis was telling the truth and India's a big rubber titty liar, we can continue on with the episode. Todrick Hall is there to give them choreography. She gives Shay the worst. Shay has the hardest. Juju B is told that it's hard, and Miss Cracker has to do a couple knee slaps and let somebody move their legs for them. Blair St. Clair is an understudy on the side for some odd reason learning this choreography because it's like, bitch, that wasn't even your part. Are you doing this in case someone has to break their foot and we low-key are going to film like you walking into the workroom? Hello, it was a mistake. Not going to happen. Blair, not going to happen. Now we get back into the workroom. The Tic Tac lunch was kind of light to me, to be honest with you. The Tic Tac lunch as follows. Juju B, third time's the charm. Miss Cracker, don't crumble. Shay Kool-Aid. Why again is this such a serious? Tell us again what the issue was. Every time, I swear to God, they bring up Shay stuff. It's like, so what is it again that happened? Oh, that's right, they did die. Oh, that's right, you really wanted to win. Oh, that's right, we threw a curveball at you. It's very that. Eat a Tic Tac. Next, they get back into the workroom. There's individual eliminated queens who now have to sit next to each other to talk about the girls' worries and fears. I wanted Alexis and Shay to have a bigger moment than what they did, honestly, with the whole, I'm sorry, Alexis, and how I felt and if it came off that way. Y'all were dragging her. Mama should have been in the top 3. Ooh, top 4. Let me stop. Bam. Onto the runway, Rupaul steps out, and once again, I did not like this outfit. I don't know what it is. Maybe a consistent level of, this is just going to be an okay look for me, but this isn't this isn't my favorite Ru, and that's as light as I'm going to keep that dressing, honestly. The family is there, including Todrick Hall for this final judging, and the performance goes down. This was cute. Everybody, well, Jujubee was a little in the face, but she still did really well. Miss Cracker did a really good job, and Shay slayed. Shay slayed with her choreography. It was right. I was impressed by this. Performance was really good, y'all. The song, I like the song. I kind of like the song. I'm saving the runway for last for good reason. Now, of course, there is a moment on stage. Everybody has a tearful moment, kind of. Shay, yeah, everybody has a tearful moment. They're all up there for their own reasons. They're explaining the outfits, and everything is really, really right. You know, I got to give it to that this ending part for this All Stars moment. I was like, okay, I'm back in again. I'm nervous as a fan. Like it felt like the Super Bowl all over again. Top three are told that they're actually going to lip sync against each other, and the song is by Janelle Monáe. That's just the way you make me feel. I love Janelle Monáe, so I was here for the song. Miss Cracker was doing her Miss Cracker-isms, and that's just that, Matt, you're a hater. I'm not. Y'all just can't, y'all don't want to see it. It's that doot, 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 doot. It's that same bit, but she was giving energy, so I was here for it. But I want to say that Jujubee was serving all kinds of sex kitten in that corner, and she was giving the pause and turns. I was here for Jujubee's performing, but Shay in that dress was giving robotica, chromatica of the sorts. And I liked how she was playing with that and how severe she was going with her ticking and how everything was flowing together. I thought Jujubee and Shay were really lip syncing against each other, in my honest opinion. The time had came. It was like, who was going to be the winner? I swear on it. I was like, if she calls Miss Cracker's name, I'm not going to be upset. We're not going to pull that card. You can see why, Matt. You can see why. If they say Jujubee's name, I'm going to freak out because it's going to be like, what? Jujubee won? Oh my God. That's going to be a moment. But I want Shea Coulee to win. I wanted her to win season 9. I wanted her to win this All-Stars since the moment of inception. We wanted her to low-key win All-Stars 4 when we thought she was going to be on that. But girl, when RuPaul said Shea Coulee, saw me on my live on Instagram, I was screaming for Jesus. Yes, yes, yes. There is so much to Shay winning, and a lot of you don't want to hear it because you feel like there's been too much of it being said now, but mama, there's never enough of it being said. This was a big deal. This is a big deal. Jada Essence Hall and Shea Coulee in the same year, going back to the previous year, Evie Oddly and Monet Exchange, even with the shared win. It's a big deal. And a lot of us who felt some kind of way or feel some kind of way a lot with this show, we still have our own issues with certain things not being addressed. But Shay winning this felt so right. It felt so right. It felt like the shoe fit, girl. Like you went to the store and you found that pair, but you don't know if that 10.5 or that 11 is going to fit just right. I'm talking about my feet, not everybody's feet, but I'm just saying this conversation because, you know, sometimes your feet are a little too wide for the slim to fit. But it's that glass slipper. Oh my God. Put it in my mouth and ask me about it in the morning. I do brush my teeth. It was that. It was very that. It was the next day. Oh, you still here? Let me make you breakfast. Thank you, God. It was right. I appreciate it. Shea Coulee is our winner of All Stars 5. What do y'all think of this? What did you think of the winner? What do you think of this entire episode in itself? I like to get to the runway now. Let's go ahead and puss on over to that because I need to talk about it. All right, babies, let's get to this runway because when I say it was right with God. Have a whole holy war could have happened over this. Some of y'all may not have felt it. I would say, look again. This was some of the best looks from a lot of these queens, in my opinion. Order of this runway is based on the eliminations. So first up is She Was Right, Derrick Barry giving us Elsa Ice Queen tease. Get into Derrick Barry's makeup. That's all I'm going to say. Get into Derrick Barry's makeup. Girl, who was backstage that painted that mug? Or did Derrick just really upgrade these skills? Because her mug was right. I love this look. It was actually simple, but very effective, very clean, very polished. I like how the crown sits on the wig. I like the wig that went with this look. Yes, she has on those same kind of stocking kind of gloves to go with the look. But mama, this was right. It was so puss to me. Derrick, listen. Now, Derrick, you know, I've said a few things. And I meant it. But this was puss. This was puss. Ooh. And the way she was, Derrick was feeling herself. I mean, even the camera, the close-ups of her face, she was feeling it. She was feeling it. Up next is Ongina giving homage tease to season 1 with this newspaper read all about it look. She even had the same fascinator, I believe, from the first season as well. I thought Ongina, this was a very nice look. Now, was it the best of everybody? But this was lovely. It was very clean. It was very polished. I was happy. I'm glad this wasn't like up next Ongina and womp. No, it was Ongina and okay, girl, I turned the page. I'm here for it. Puss. Ooh. I've asked heaven to open a gate for Mariah, Paris, Balenciaga. Mama is just so beat. Puss, puss, puss. Oh, Mariah. Oh, this watery orchid-esque look with this wig, your makeup, the way you walked, the entire presentation. Puss. Puss. Ooh. Ooh, Mariah, you were my favorite this season. All love to you, baby. I'm so mad you got eliminated the way you did. You deserve to go a lot longer. I don't care what anybody says. Mariah was everything and is still everything. The mug. Ooh, Mariah, this is so pussy. Whoa. Y'all, at the end when she turned and gave that ooh, vibrations. Ooh, okay. Next up, Mayhem Miller. This made up for the entire run through of your season with your runways. I know her. She's right. I like her. Yeah, she's cool. We down with her. I love it. It was the way it was styled. I think Mayhem is, I would like to say she can wear almost any color and it just be phenomenal. The coloring, the gold with it. Remember when we had that conversation about that one outfit that she was wearing that needed a whole lot of gold accessories to make it a lot like Fierce? This is the level that I was talking about of those kind of accessories. I loved it. Oh my goodness, great. I don't think no one's getting a boot from me. India Ferrah. I know 5 people who are like, Matt's gonna read. No, I'm not. This was everything. Even with the Jello pudding titty shake. Even with the Jello pudding titty shake, I was here for it. Her makeup was severe. Her hair was right. The look itself was cute. I love the nude with all the ostrich feathers and the blue and the way it was placed and put on the body. It was everything to me. I don't find nothing wrong with this. This was everything. This is the India I wanted to see throughout the entire episode, the season, without it. Well, low-key, we did kind of get this a bit, but this is kind of elevated, even more than what I saw. India, this was right. Yeah, I don't got nothing to say about this. This one's pussy, too. Puss. Ooh. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. To me, this runway was important because this felt like they were all giving their best. Now, sometimes we would see them on the runways and be like, oh, okay. Okay. But this time was the right time. Oh, needs a lawyer, Alexis Mateo, for how she was robbed in this competition. Hold on now. Alexis Mateo, this dress was right. She's like, it's not quite pageant. No. This is pageant. This is like, girl, you paid a good little grip. Oh, I love this dress. I loved her hair. I loved her makeup with it. It was so polished and prestigious, the way it fit, the way it just... Oh, the cape that she got to flow around. I screamed so loud with this cape out, y'all. This is too much for me. And we haven't even gotten to top 3. Alexis, thank you. This was good. Oh, puss. Just so good. So good. Oh my God, look at this face. Now I'm playing it as I'm reviewing this, y'all. Oh, they knew what they were giving. They knew what they was giving tonight. Blair St. Clair, Liberace meets Elsa meets Walter Mercado. Okay? Oh, it's very that. This was Blair's best look of the season. It was not only was it polished, but the presentation alone is, this is severe. This is so severe. Ooh, and that pink with the white too, with those giant heels, like in the way her hair was done. Blair, this is pussy. I'm not even gonna say puss. This is pussy. Puss. puss, puss. Blair almost beat everybody on that runway with this look, mama. This was so right. Oh, and that highlighter on the cheek, too. You better let them know. Nothing but a cheek. But then. Jujubee steps out in a very Hindi Buddha-esque interpretation look that she is presenting. This is the look. Jujubee, this. That just orange sash, that just orange long sash with this bodysuit that is so fitted right in the headpiece, giving the sun. Your makeup is severe. This is the best you've looked this season. I damn near say you beat Shea Coulee in this runway this episode. And everybody else for that matter. If you're going to do a bodysuit, that's the suit. That's the suit. There it is, right there. That's the one. The way it is painted. Oh. And her presentation. It's all about the presentation. Pussy, puss. Ooh. Now, Miss Cracker comes out here and blows me away further. Miss Cracker, this is also the best you've ever looked, in my opinion. She says that she was inspired, and this is based on her heritage with Russian and Jewish elements put together. I got a very coral, very clam moment from her. Ocean tease, this dress is so beautifully constructed. Oh, the way it's embellished with these pearls, girl. Oh my God, it was right, Miss Cracker. This was clean. It was polished. It was pussy, puss. It was pussy, puss. I love this look from Miss Cracker. This is one of the best things I've ever seen on her, period. The way it flowed, the way it moved. It looked heavy, but it looked expensive. It looked just, But mama, last and never least, and certainly never least, winner of All Stars 5, Shea Coulee in 60s Balenciaga Dream. Girl, she was inspired by her mother's prom outfit. Miss Thing, you elevated to the next elevation. Mama, I'm on the penthouse level. I needed a key card to get in, possibly a thumbprint. Elegance, fashion, puss. The hair, the wig, the makeup, everything about it is so clean, Shay. I gotta whisper. The way it flowed, the way it moved, mama, you could have been on clouds. This was so right. Now, I gotta tell you, there were amazing looks this episode. This was not my favorite, but that doesn't mean it wasn't amazing. This has to be, and I'm shaking the camera, this has to be my favorite runway of all seasons, and I've said it. This is my favorite. This was my favorite. I was shocked by everybody, and that's what I want to see from a runway. Make me go, ooh, to everything that's happening, even the okay looks. Ooh! And that's what I did. That was my highlight of this episode, besides Shea winning. This runway and Shea winning were my highlights. Last thoughts, voice memo. I needed to record this today while I was editing. Because I actually watched Untucked this morning, and I felt like, okay, I can't leave this video without speaking my piece on this. Untucked didn't add too much, but there are some moments that are important. Jujubee just talking about what you do with her money with the cat sanctuary and how her cats would be spoiled was fun. India's half-ass apology to Alexis. I couldn't do it, y'all. I'm sorry. Alexis is better than me. I'm like, the fact that India was like, well, maybe you said that to me and maybe this happened and maybe this, the fact she used maybe and then goes, I still owe you a sincere apology is not sincere. Like, there should be no maybes. I didn't hear that. That wasn't what was done. I over exaggerated what happened. I made you look bad. Whoop, I'm sorry. That's all that she needed to do. But that did not happen, did it, children? It did not happen. It did not happen. And then the part that I like the most about this, and I'm going to give this the most love here, is when Jujubee, Miss Cracker, and Shea Coulee are talking about their journeys, and they're wrapping it up in the back after, you know, the full crowning and coming back into the workroom, all that. And I also like the fact that all the people who were eliminated still joined them in the back. You know, we're helping them get dressed, we're helping them get ready, we're a part of the routine, we're a part of the entire, you know, production. They need to do that more often versus having it be like, we're voting for who doesn't get to go on. No, they should be given the opportunity to go back there and support their sisters, because that's what this is about. So yeah, I will say I did like Untucked, and I definitely wanted to add this to this review. Y'all, All Stars 5 is done. This was a season. If I were to rank this within the 5 seasons of All Stars, this would be second to last, just being real. Top to bottom, my favorite All Stars, and I thought about this hard before I did this review. Number 1, season 3, even though it was fuckery. Season 3 had a lot going on. Season 2 is runner-up. I thought it was a clear choice on who the winner was, which is what really pissed me off. But that was the season that kind of brought us in from All-Stars 1. And so All-Stars 2 holds a special place in my heart. All-Stars 4 would be number 3 in this list because that tie did sting with me a little bit, but honey, I was here for when the girls came back and that whole lip sync review took place. There was a lot of drama. I mean, we have this quote from All Stars 4. Well, what you want to do is not necessarily what you're gonna do. Never let that go. All Stars 5 with the second to last, and All Stars 1 being last because that team shit in those short ass episodes. It was like, give it to Chad, why don't you? Give it to Chad. Y'all, rank your All-Star seasons here in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of this week's episode. Tell me what you just thought of it all. Thank you for being here with me through all of these All-Stars reviews. I will be reviewing the Vegas Drag Race season coming up, apparently, in next month here. We still have Canada's Drag Race to do. That will be moved to Saturdays versus Fridays now, since I no longer have All Stars to hold it down. Canada's Drag Race will be moved to Saturdays. Jamar and me will still be doing those reviews, of course. Another season down for the books. Thanks for those who were very positive and understood where my commentary was coming from. I'm not being negative. Please stop confusing me being very honest about my opinions with being negative on something. If I think it's shit, it's because I think it's shit. If I know it could be better than that shit, it's because it can be. If you can't handle it, like, come on, people. You're smarter than that, and you're better than that too. But for all the love I've got, this season, I love you even more back. I send it to you 10 times back to you. Okay? Can't wait for All Star 6. Can't wait for season 13. Can't wait for whatever country is gonna drop, or whatever continent for that matter is gonna drop another season of Drag Race. We gotta love drag. We gotta support our queens. We have to support digital drag shows. We gotta tip our dolls. And hopefully I'll get some interviews in with some of these queens from All Star 6 and maybe other seasons of Drag Race. It's your boy Matty Rants. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. I will see y'all later on this week. And again, talk to y'all later.